Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. I know this looks familiar, however, it is not. This was my old one. It fits inside this new one. So today is a special day. I want you to go into my description box and go to a playlist. I was asked by Molds and Shapes if I wanted to participate with several other artists that they chose to launch their brand new Druzy mold collection. So each artist has a different shape, and we will be doing this again next week with another shape. I have two of them. Today is one, next week will be another one. So there's a whole playlist of a handful of people who are chosen to launch them, and I happen to get the round one. So it's really similar to this one, but I do find some differences that I like. So the edge is like larger crystals than this one. This is 7 1/4 inch. This is 9 1/4 inch. So it's a much larger tray. And on this one here, when I was pouring blooms, remember I had told you that the depth was very shallow because it's almost the height of the back of this one. Well, this one is not. This one is much lower. So we can do 2 layers very easily on a bloom. So that's what we're gonna do today. So I just want to mention, I am not an affiliate with them. I don't make any money from them. I'm just doing them a favor, and they gave me the privilege of sending me some new molds. So I didn't pay for the molds. So thank you, Molds and Shapes. I do not earn anything from them to do this. So I'm not trying to push anything on you guys. I don't usually push anything on you anyway, but they do have beautiful molds. They are like very heavy duty. I have used this small one multiple times and it looks absolutely brand new, like absolutely brand new. So they last a very long time, but they do give me a discount code for you guys. So definitely take advantage of the discount code if you're going to order from them. I'm going to mix up, this holds 16 ounces. I'm going to mix up 10, and then my vision is to have clear edge and the bloom in the center. I don't know what shape I'm going to do my petals today. I'm going to try to do something different than I have. I keep trying different little things and they all come out stunning. So I got to think of something to do. So let me get my resin mixed up, debubbled, and then we need to heat it to 33 to 34 degrees Fahrenheit before we pour it into the mold. So let's get started.
Crystal edge, a shining gleam, caught in resin like a dream. Glitz and glitter, bold and loud, flowers bloom, they draw a crowd. Red and yellow, sparkling night, dancing under neon light. Petals trapped in endless glow, crystal blooms that steal the show. Trays of magic held so tight, crafted stars in endless flight. Every sparkle tells a tale, fragile beauty never frail. Red and yellow, sparkling night, dancing under neon light. Petals trapped in...
Well, that was the biggest nightmare I've ever had in my vacuum chamber. That's what I get for walking away. It went everywhere, so I don't even know how much I have left. I have like 9 out of the 10 left. I tried to scrape it out of that cake pan. That's why I have the cake pan on the bottom of that, to catch spills like that. And yeah, I scraped as much as I could. Ended up with a whole bunch more bubbles. So since I have to, I'm trying to get something out of it right now from the bottom of that dish. So I put it back through the vacuum chamber. I'm finding little glitters everywhere. So yeah, I put it back through the vacuum chamber a second time for probably 5 more minutes just to get out all those new bubbles. So while we wait for it to heat up, we're going to mix my whites. Let me move this out of the way so I don't have any more disasters. All that to go check an email. So I could tell you guys that there are 8 of us doing their new line of Druzys today. So go check out that playlist in the description box. Okay, I'm gonna do, I usually do 2 drops, and this is a little less than 1 ounce. That's 1, and that's way too thin for me. You can go heavier on your white if you're using the 4-hour fast cure. If you're using epoxy, you want to heat it to, I think, 39 to 42 degrees. Get that little thing out. And you'll have to go much lighter on your white if you're using regular epoxy. So it is definitely doable. You just have to make a few adjustments. So since I like my petals dark white, I always use my fast cure resin because it's a much thicker resin and it won't sink as easily as it will in the epoxy resin. If you have other brands than Let's Resin, I really can't help you because I've never used any other brands for blooms. So you'll have to do some experimenting. That looks pretty good. That looks great. I pulled out a whole bunch of different reds and yellow. So hopefully we'll end up with red, yellow, and orange on our final bloom. And there's, I think, a pink in there. I'm not sure. I just picked 5 different reds and 2 different yellows, only because my one yellow is almost empty. So I pulled out yellow and I think it's medium yellow. Yeah, medium yellow and yellow. And then I'll probably swirl those around in the mold so they can combine a little bit. I hope I mixed up enough white. I always get nervous and then I always have extra. I still don't know what shape petal I'm gonna do because I was so distracted with that vacuum chamber. I can't believe I did that. I walked away for literally 30 seconds when I realized I better go check it, and it was too late. So don't walk away. It doesn't pay. I lost an ounce of resin. Now I'm gonna let it cure in the bottom of that cake pan so I can just peel it out tomorrow. Okay, that's ready. Let me check my temperature. And it is at, 34.6. It's time to pour. Let me grab this. So I have definitely wasted enough time. And I need to wipe that little smudge that I see in the mold. It will show in your final product. I promise you it will. Okay, I'm going to just pour this all the way around. And maybe I have enough or too much anyway, so maybe it's not gonna matter. And blooms work the best in shallow pours too. So I'm not too worried. As long as I can cover this part, I'll be happy. Which it looks like it's just gonna cover it. Let me get this all scraped. And I'll probably take a heat gun to get all these bubbles out that I just scraped in here. The key to a beautiful bloom, other than the temperature and your white, is no bubbles. That's when I invested in my vacuum chamber and got the bubbles out the first time, and my blooms have worked, other than experimental blooms, every single time. Now if I'm experimenting with a bloom, that's different. They don't always work, but that's not the reason. It's because of what I'm experimenting with. So let me grab my heat gun here real quick. Just try to pop some of these bubbles. I gotta get some stuff out of my way here. Now everything's a mess. I'm also going to grab a dotting tool. I gotta get this little piece out. So the bubbles, there's a few on the bottom here that I do not want. I'm just gonna try to coax them to come up to the top so I can pop them. And let me look around this. I don't see any in the Druzy portion. That all looks good. So I'm going to imagine that these will pop when I pour my, or drip my alcohol ink in. Let me just quick spray before I drip it in. Because scraping the bottom of that cake pan put a few little tidbits in my resin that I do not want in here. So that's what I'm trying to get out. I think I got it all. I don't think those are bubbles. Maybe they are bubbles. I don't think you would ever be able to tell though in the crystal edge. Okay, let's start dropping colors. Now I'm just going to randomly drop, and I'm going to try to keep it in this circle. And they're going to pull in as well. So even if they go on the edge, it's fine. I'll do all my reds first. And then I'll go in with my yellow. Some of these reds look very similar. Okay, this is my regular yellow that is almost gone. And I'm just going to use the one, I think, unless I run out. Let's see what that does. It's not spreading over here as nicely as it's spreading over there, and I see something else in my resin floating. Those could be bubbles. Let me grab a lighter. See if they're bubbles. Yes, they are. All right, let's see. Which colors was that? I don't know. I like the ones that are spreading, and I don't know what color that is. The magenta? Let me get a little bit of yellow over there. Now remember, it's all gonna like push into the center. So once I think it's good, I think I'm just going to swirl. Make sure you don't have something sharp or you will damage your mold. And this is very shallow. I wish I would have had that extra ounce, but it should be okay. Gosh, I hope it's okay. I really do. I'm a little nervous about that. Okay, well, there's nothing I can do about it now. I'm just gonna go in and pop a few bubbles that are popping up. Okay, I didn't even decide how am I gonna do this. Maybe I'll try to draw petals. I don't know. Let me see what that will look like. I'm not good at drawing, but... Oh, hang on. I wasn't ready. It's dripping. Let's see. I'm going to start... Oh, I wanted to cut this off in my hand. I don't like that. Very big. I think I'm just going to draw some petals. Kind of like that. And let it do its own thing. I'm not gonna like pull them in or anything this time. I don't know, I've never done this before. Swirly petals and get bigger as I go. Maybe it'll look like a carnation. Or it could be a total train wreck. I have no idea what this is gonna look like. I'm kind of nervous because it's so shallow. Gosh, why did I do that in the vacuum chamber? Who knows? Maybe it'll be a happy accident. I don't know. I'm just gonna use up all the white. Whatever's in here is going. No extras. I'm just getting longer and longer as I go. I don't have much white left. A little bit over here. Cool. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Again, I'm not going to pull in. I'm just going to let it do its own thing. I guess we'll call this an experiment. I hope I do her collaboration justice and not totally train wreck the whole thing. Let's see, do I need it anywhere else? I like have a squeeze left. We'll put it in. We'll just stick it in the gaps here. One more squeeze. Okay, that's it. Where's my, what do I do with my dotting tool? It's probably like right in front of my face and I don't see it. How did I lose it? Well, I'm gonna grab another one because I don't know where I put it. I just want to swirl the center. Like that. And that's it. Pop bubbles that you see. Because I have it so thin, I wouldn't do anything more potent than this long neck lighter. Otherwise it'll fuse your resin right to your mold, and gosh, that would be a terrible thing for today's episode. I think I'm just gonna take these blobbies and pull them. That way they don't sink, I hope. It's gonna help them out. Let's just hope that the tray is not too big, that it won't move everything to the center. I think I'm gonna use my heat gun and help it out a little bit, warm it up. Move this stuff. It'll also help pop those bubbles. All right, I'm just gonna watch this for a little while and I might do that again. I'll put you on a little time lapse.
Trays of magic held so tight, crafted stars in endless flight. Every sparkle tells a tale, fragile beauty never frail. Red and yellow sparking night, dancing under neon light. Halos trapped in endless glow, crystal blues that steal the show.
Pretty cool time lapse, huh? So it was all beautiful, except one thing. I just totally screwed it up. I was talking on the phone and blabbing away and picked up the cover and dropped it in. And I'm like, oh no, I just ruined my bloom. So you know who you are, who I was talking to. I know you're watching. So I'm hoping it doesn't mess up the front, but it totally messed up the back. The only thing different today, and I think it is because I use the heat gun more than I normally do, is my center is off center. But I think it bloomed okay. So I mixed up 7 more ounces of my regular epoxy. And I'm just going to, like I said, I want it to be clear on clear. And I'm just going to fill up the mold. And then we'll see what it looks like when I unmold it. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I did that at the very last second. I just like uncovered it to check on it and plop. I'm like, no. Because my headset had died, so I was holding the phone with one hand that I don't normally do. And yeah, I didn't have both hands. All right, hopefully this 7 will fill, and that would be 16. Yep, 9 and 7. I probably could have put a little bit more in, but that's okay. We don't need it. It doesn't matter. It covered up my oopsies, so you can't even tell that they're in there anymore. So as long as the front is okay, this never happened, and you don't even know what I'm talking about, right? So it's full. I'm just gonna push this up just in case it means anything. I probably could have put a half, I don't know, this big, probably 1 more ounce, so it probably holds 17. But it's going to be beautiful as long as the bloom works. I can't tell. I mean, it looks beautiful on this back side, but I can't use the back side as the front side on this one. I'm just gonna spritz it with alcohol, make sure there are no bubbles, and that looks good. So I'm just gonna let it be overnight. It's midnight, so no big deal. I'm just gonna let it sit till tomorrow. The only thing I might do, if it's pretty, is do a clear coat on the top with some crushed crystal to make it sparkle, but we'll figure that out tomorrow. See ya then. It's the next day. Are you ready to see how this came out? Again, it's off center, but not every rose is perfect. Well, I don't even know if it's a rose, and it looks good. So let's get this out and see what we have. Oh, the sound of a crystal edge. There we go. And then we'll determine if I need to top coat it. I guess I don't need to, but let's just hope I didn't totally screw it up. Oh, that's so cute. That's pretty neat. I wonder if it would be better on a dark background, but I don't want to do a dark background because I really wanted that edge. Let's move that. What do you think? Does it need sparkle? Everything needs sparkle. Wow. We didn't even draw petals. I think next time I won't use the heat gun at all, but I was just worried about these here because they weren't spreading. You can tell this one here and these didn't spread all that much, but these came in really, really nice. Really pretty. There it is on a white background. Huh. I guess you could do pretty much any color. I don't have my black sheet out today. So, what do you think? You guys know the answer to that already, don't you? That I just can't leave it alone. I have to sparkle it up. I'm going to mix up 2 ounces, I think, and put my crushed crystal in there. And we're going to see how that looks. What do you think? Typical Michelle? Why not? I mixed up 3 ounces and I added the crushed crystal while I was mixing it, and I think I added a little too much. So hopefully I don't ruin this whole piece, because I was adding it. I'm gonna try it. I was adding it while I was mixing, which I don't normally do. And I couldn't really see it because of the bubbles, so I kept putting a little bit more and a little bit more. And then when the bubbles came out of the vacuum chamber, I am left with all this crushed crystal. Just gonna, I don't know, this was a bigger tray, so I'm not quite sure. Yet I don't want too much because I want it to stay a tray and not a plate. So I'm just gonna add the least amount that I can here. I was gonna do 2 ounces, I probably should have. Well, at least you could see the bloom through it, so it's not that bad. But I definitely could have used a little bit less. I'm just gonna get it to the edge. I'm gonna run my heat gun over it. Pop any bubbles I can't see. Actually, I'll just use my little lighter thingy I got from Walmart, since it's not in a mold. But I'm thinking about that now. Remember I had such a thin layer. It still bloomed really, really good with that super thin layer. Okay, well, that's that. I should have put a little less in, but you could still see the bloom, so that's good. How much do I have left? I have 1 ounce left, so I only needed 2 ounces like I thought. Oh well, let me find something to pour this into and I'll show you it when it's completely cured.
Frozen moments, time won't fade. Shining worlds that hands have made. Glitter rains like summer skies. Colors burn behind our eyes. Red and yellow spark ignite. Dancing under neon light. Petals trapped in endless glow. Crystal blooms that steal the show. Trays of magic held so tight, crafted stars in endless flight. Every sparkle tells a tale, fragile beauty never frail. Red and yellow spark ignite, dancing under neon light.
It is all finished. So I took that last little ounce and look at how many pendants I got out of it. So I just glued on the flat back bail. I added glue to the glitter. I used my Emerald Ocean and I put a ton in, and I didn't want it to sink and have that layer of clear on the back. So I had a lot of trimming to do because the glue is so gloopy, especially when you're trying to get it into these little tiny pendant molds. So I had a lot of trimming to do. So those are those. I'm just gonna leave them as they are because the glitter speaks for itself. Just make sure. This is the hardest one for me to get straight. And I put them on silicone to dry, so when I peel them off, it's not ripping anything or sticking to any surfaces. So those are the extras for today. Now, when I got back home, my tray was stuck to the paper. And I don't know how it didn't drip over. I must have dripped resin on the paper where I was pouring it. So I did have to scrape this little area of paper off. I'm not going to back coat it. It's not as horrible that it would need a back coat, seeing that it's the back anyway. And I don't want to paint it. I don't want to get rid of the clear resin. So I think it's fine. Obviously, you can't tell from the front, and you would really definitely have to look for it on the back. But it is there, and I want you to know in case you decide to purchase this demo. But that's it. What do you think? Can you tell there's a sparkle? There's a lot of sparkle, but it's gorgeous underneath. Absolutely gorgeous. It gave it a beautiful glossy finish, more than the mold can do. So I do always like to top coat these regardless of what you put in there. And I'm glad it didn't go past the edge. So my edge is all clear and it stayed in the middle. So that was pretty cool. And I don't even mind it off center. I think it's an awesome petal. So the next time we do a petal or a bloom, I'm going to try something else and see. I mean, it doesn't matter what you do. It seems like they all come out pretty cool, just a little different. All right, guys, well, make sure you check out that playlist in my description box and check out all their new molds, all the crystal edge molds that they came out with. And we will be doing this again with you next week. So stick around for that one. I will see you all tomorrow. I got a few orders to fill, so come back and check out and see what they want. All right, guys, you have a blessed day. Bye, everyone.
Pour the resin, let it flow. Shiny rivers start to glow. Blooming flowers trapped in time. Frozen beauty so sublime. Glitz and glitter take the stage. Colors burst, they disengage. Petals dance in liquid light. Art that sparkles through the night. Thanks for watching magic spin. Resin holds the dreams within. Bloom and shimmer never fade. Artful treasures we have made. Crystal seas and golden skies captured here beneath my eyes. Layers stack a secret deep. Dreams in resin, now they sleep. Every pore a story told. Glitter whispers dreams of gold. Frozen blooms in perfect grace. Timeless beauty in one space. Thanks for watching magic spin. Resin holds the dreams within. Bloom and shimmer never fade. Artful treasures we have made. Watch it glimmer, watch it gleam. Resin holds a fleeting dream. Flowered secrets trapped and clear. Art that lingers year by year. By year. Crystal seas and golden skies captured here beneath my eyes. Layers stack a secret deep. Dreams in resin, now they sleep.